Was it hard trying to make friends at your new school, or did you fall into that pretty easily?
It wasn't hard. I was just really worried about it. It was really easy, but I kind of just didn't want to talk to anybody because I didn't want them to think I was weird or anything like that. But the first like couple weeks, it was difficult, but it wasn't really difficult. I just made it difficult because I didn't want to just get out there and start talking to people. But then after a while, I opened up and I made a lot of friends. But
On your first day there, what was that like? Like, were you who did if you didn't have friends at that point, who did you like sit with at lunch, talk to in class or whatever?
there was a couple kids that had excuse me, used to gone to my private school a long time ago, and they were there, and they knew I was coming there, so they kind of helped me out. So I talked to them for the first couple days and like sat at lunch with them and stuff like that. And there was a couple of kids from my school that came there, so it was nice to like we had each other, just to walk through this. So that was how it was at first, but then I made friends and it was easy. But the first day was hard because it was like, what is going on? There's so many different people. There's all these different things going on. I got lost the whole time because I'm like, I don't know where I'm going. This place is huge.
Yeah, I experienced the same thing. I remember I couldn't find my locker and it was like lunchtime.
That was me.
Yes, I would try to find it between like classes and I would always run out of time before the next bell would ring. So I couldn't have any of my books. And then even for lunch, I couldn't find my locker to get my lunch. So eventually I just gave up and I went to the cafeteria without my lunch because I couldn't find it. I was so stressed out. And then I found out, I think I like went to the wrong lunch period. Like I wasn't even supposed to be there. It was horrible.
I did that a couple times.
Yes. It took me at least a week or two before I could even like confidently find my locker.
I couldn't get my locker open because I never had a locker before. So I didn't know how to use a locker till I got to high school. And I struggled. I'd have to ask the teacher. I'd be like, I don't know how to open this. You got to help me. And a lot of times I just carried one binder with all my stuff in it because I couldn't get in my locker. And by the end of the day, I was so stressed out. I was going to miss the bus or something. So I learned, but at first it was really stressful because I'm like, I don't know how to use this.
Yeah, it was hard because I mean, the public school is just so big. Like to walk from one side to another it could take 5, 6, 7 minutes. And that's when you know like where you're going, let alone when you are so confused. I was so confused. I had no idea where I was, where I needed to go, what direction. I would just ask random people. Like it was horrible. I hated it.
I remember on my first day of school, I had to go to the bathroom and I knew there was one way down the other side of the school where you walk in. Turns out there was one right by my locker, but I've walked 10 minutes the other way to go to the bathroom. And the next day I walked down that hallway and I was like, hey, there's a bathroom right there. But I was so nervous to walk in there without getting lost. I had to go the way I knew because I was like, I know where to go. I didn't want to go anywhere I didn't know because I knew I'd get lost.